Dear students, I hope you did all the problems in exercise 3A which are related to the addition of matrices and scalar multiplication of matrices. Today we are going to discuss about the multiplication of matrices. Just as we added matrices and multiplied them by scalars, we can also define the multiplication of two matrices A and B by multiplying the corresponding elements of A and B. However, it has been found that this is not the most useful way of multiplying the matrices. But there is an alternative rule that involves multiplying the rows of the first matrix A by the columns of the second matrix B in a systematic manner. So let us see the definition of product of two matrices. See the definition of product of matrices. Product of the matrices. So let us consider two matrices A and B. B, the matrices with the real entries or complex entries. The real entries or complex entries. The product exists for A and B. The matrix A and B. So it is denoted by AB. If the number of columns in A is equals to the number of rows in B. So the matrix multiplication AB is exist if the number of columns in A is equals to the number of rows in B. And the element in ith row and jth column of AB means the resultant elements of AB. Let us consider the ith row and jth column element, which is obtained by multiplying the corresponding elements of ith row of A and jth column of B and adding the products. That is, let A is equals to Aij or Aik of order m by n, and B is again a matrix of order like n by p. Then the product of these two matrices, that is AB obviously, so let it be, it is denoted by C, and so again that contains the elements are in the form of Cij of order m by p. See here the elements Cij, so we get the elements of Cij. So by multiplying the corresponding elements, ith row elements of the first matrix A with jth column of the second matrix B and adding their products. That means where the value of Cij, where Cij values are equals to the summation I is or k is run from 1 to n, it is Aik into Bkj. So this is called the product of the matrices A and B. Here we can observe, see, A is a matrix of order m by n and B is a matrix of order n by p. Here the number of columns in the first matrix A is equals to the number of rows of the second matrix. So that's why the product will be exist AB. The elements will be so like this. So let us see the example with respect to 2 by 2 matrices. So apply the definition for 2 by 2 matrices. So let us consider A is a matrix of order 2 with the entries like A11, A12 and A21, A22. and another matrix B with the entries like a B11, B12, B21, B22. Here, so the order of the first matrix is 2 by 2 and order of the second matrix is also 2 by 2. So therefore, the number of columns of the first matrix is equals to the number of rows of the second matrix. So now you can decide, so the product is exist. So here AB is exist. Now AB is exist. So the product is exist with the entries A11, A12, A21, A22 into the matrix B, that is B11, B12, B21, B22. So the product of these two matrices is exist, and the resultant matrix of order again it is 2 by 2. See here the how it will exist. So there are the elements like C12, C11, C12, C21 and C22, right? Now, so here the result will be exist. So by multiplying the corresponding elements of first row with first column. So we get the first element of the resultant matrix, that is A11 into B11 plus A12 into B21. This is the first element of the resultant matrix. So to get the next element in that column, we get by multiplying the second row with the same first column and add the products, that is A21 into B11 plus A22 into B21. In the similarly the second column. So to get the second column elements of the resultant matrix by multiplying the first row with the second column of the second matrix, that is A11 into B12 plus A12 into B22. And so to get the last elements, so means the position of this element is 2 2. That means the second row of the first matrix with second column of the second matrix, that is A21 into B12 plus A22 into B22. Note one point: if A and B are two matrices, here the number of columns in A is not equals to the number of rows in B, then the product of A and B is not exist. And so one more. So let us consider A is a matrix of order m by n and B is a matrix of order n by p. Then the product AB is exist. AB is exist. Why means the number of columns of the first matrix is equals to the number of rows of the second matrix. Therefore AB is exist, and the resultant matrix AB of order m by p. So this is the order. The resultant will be of order m by p. Okay, we'll do some one problem regarding multiplication of matrices. If A is equals to 3 1 2 1 0 1 and B is equals to the entries 1 minus 1 2 1 3 1. Then find AB. Then find AB means the product. So first we need to check whether the multiplication of the matrices is conformable or not. Already we know the matrix multiplication is conformable whenever the columns of the first matrix is equals to rows of the second matrix. Okay, see, the number of columns in this matrix or the order of this matrix is 3 by 2 and so it is 2 by 3. 2 by 3. So the 2 rows and 3 columns are there and the order of the second matrix is 3 by 2. So the matrix multiplication is conformable since the number of columns is equal to the number of rows. So so we know the resultant matrix of order 2 by 2 obviously since the number of rows in the first matrix with the number of columns in the second matrix. Now here A into B. Here A is a matrix of order 2 by 3 with the entries 3 1 2 1 0 1 into and another matrix B with the entries 1 minus 1 2 1 3 and 1. So here so we get the resultant matrix of order 2 by 2. So already we know that the resultant matrix of order 2 by 2. So this is of order 2 by 2. Means the entries like C11, C12, C21 and CD2. Okay. Now so the first element of the resultant matrix is obtained by multiplying the corresponding elements of the first row of A with the first column of the matrix B and add them. That is, so 3 into 1, 3 plus 1 into 2, 2 plus 2 into 3, that is 6. And next the second element, so it is in C21. So here so this element that can be obtained by multiplying the corresponding elements of the second row with the first column elements of the second matrix. That means 1 into 1, 1 plus 0 into 2, 0 plus 1 into 3, 3. And similarly, so we get so this element by multiplying the corresponding elements of the first row elements with second column. That is 3 into minus 1, minus 3 plus 1 into 1, 1 plus 2 into 1, that is 2. And obviously this is, so 1 into 1, 1 minus 1, minus 1 plus 0 into 1, 0 plus 1 into 1, 1. Then, so finally this is equals to 3 plus 2 plus 6. So it is 11 and minus 3 plus 1, minus 2 and plus 2. So this is 0. 1 plus 3, 4 and this is minus 1 plus 0 plus 1 is 0. This is the resultant matrix of order 2 by 2. So one more example. A is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4 and B equals to 5, 6, 0, minus 2. Then find AB, comma BA. Here two matrices A and B are given. A and B are given. So A is a matrix of order 2 by 2 and B is a matrix of order 2 by 2. So therefore the matrix multiplication AB is conformable. And in the similar way BA. So both are square matrices. If A and B are square matrices, always the matrix multiplication is exist. Now see A into B. Here A is A into B. A into B, it is a 1, 2, 3, 4. Into B is 5, 6, 0, minus 2. So 2 by 2 and 2 by 2. So the resultant is also 2 by 2 matrix. So by multiplying the corresponding elements. So here to get the first element of the resultant matrix obtained by multiplying the corresponding elements of the first row with first column and add up them. Then so it is 1 into 5. See 1 into 5 plus 2 into 0. Next 3 into 5 plus 4 into 0. Next, so to get the second column of the resultant matrix by multiplying the first row with second column and second row with second column. Now, so 1 into 6 plus 2 into minus 2 and so the last element, that is 3 into 6 plus 4 into minus 2. Now, so this is 1 into 5, 5 plus 2 into 0, 0, 3 into 5, which is 15 plus 4 into 0, 0, 1 into 6, 6 minus 4, 3 into 6, 18 minus 8. Now, so this is 5, 15, 2 and this is 10. So let's do BA here, B into A. So the product of B and A matrix. So which is equals to, so the first matrix B is 5, 6, 0, minus into A is 1, 2, 3, 4. So don't miss the order. So it is B into A means B into A only. Don't write it as A into B. Then, so apply the same concept. So to get the first element of the resultant matrix is by multiplying the first row elements of the first matrix with first column of the second matrix. That is 5 into 1, 5 plus 6 into 3, 18. 0 into 1, 0, minus 2 into 3, minus 6. Next, 5 into 2, 10, plus 6 into 4, 24. 0 into 2, 0, minus 2 into 4, minus 8. Then, so the resultant is 5 plus 18, that is 23, and this is minus 6, 34 and minus 8. Now, so you can observe the value of AB is 5, 2, 10, 15, 10 and BA is 23, 34, minus 6 and minus A. Here, so we can note or we can observe, so AB is not equals to BA. AB is not equals to BA. In general, the matrix multiplication is not commutative. Not. Number 1, multiplication of matrices is not commutative. That means AB is not equals to BA in general. So with respect to multiplication, the matrices does not satisfy the commutative property. AB is not equals to BA. So means not commutative. Number 2, a matrix A that can be multiplied by itself. A matrix A that can be multiplied by itself if and only if it is a square matrix. Then the product of A and A is equals to A square. This can be written as A square also. Or similarly we can write for example A into A square is there. So we can write the matrix as directly A cube. And so it is A cube into A is there. Then that is A to the power of 4 also. Or A square into A square is there. That is A power 4. In the similar way, so there are n number of matrices like A into A into A into A and so on A. N times. Then this product that can be written as A to the power of n also. Means A into A that can be written as A square. Number 3. Here A and B are two matrices. The product A into B is equals to 0. This does not imply that either A equals to 0 or B equals to 0. If AB is equals to 0, that does not imply that either A0 or B0. So ఇక్కడ AB ఈక్వల్ టు 0 అయినంత మాత్రాన A ఈక్వల్ టు 0 కానీ B ఈక్వల్ టు 0 కానీ కావాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. ఓకే, సో whereas in numbers, if A into B is equals to 0, A comma B are two numbers, A into B equal to 0, that implies either A equal to 0 or B equal to 0. Whereas in matrices, AB is 0, that does not imply that either A0, B is 0. So A0 or B0 కావాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. For example, let us consider A is a matrix of order 2 with the entries 1, 0, 2, 0. And B is equals to let it be, it is 0, 0, 3, 4. See, A into B, 1, 0, 2, 0 into 0, 0, 3, 4. Then, so which is equals to a 2 by 2 matrix and 2 by 2. So therefore, there is multiplication is possible. Now, so again the resultant matrix of order 2 by 2 only. Now, so here, so 1 into 0, 0 plus 0 into 3, 0 equal. And similarly, so just multiply these elements with this. 2 into 0, 0 plus 0 into 3, 0. And in the same way, the second column of this resultant matrix is 1 into 0, 0 plus 0 into 4, also 0. And 2 into 0, 0 plus 0 into 4, 0. Here the resultant A into B is equals to 0, right? Here the product AB is 0, but either A is not equal to 0 and B is not equals to 0. That means AB value is equal to 0. That means AB value is equal to 0. AB value is equal to 0. That means 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 AB value is equal to 0. AB 0, but A is not equal 0 and B is not equals to. Number 4, if AB is equals to AC and the matrix A is not equals to 0, then that does not imply that B is equals to C. Okay, if AB equal to AC and A is a non-zero matrix, then that does not imply that B equal to C. AB equal to AC అయినంత మాత్రాన B equal to C కానవసరం లేదు. For example, so let's check with the A is 1 2 0 0 and B is 0 0 3 4 and C is like it is 0 0 and 5 6. Okay, now so you can find the AB and BC values. Find out AB value and AC value. You know how to multiply these two things. So if we find A into B, so we get a 0 by 0 matrix, 0 0 0 0 means it is again 2 by 2 matrix 0, and AC also same. Now so here so we can observe that point. So your AB value is equals to AC, but your B is not equals to C. AB equal to AC అయింది, but B equal to C కాలేదు. Yeah, this means AB equal to AC and A is non-zero matrix, then that does not imply that B equal to C. Let us see some properties. So with respect to the multiplication of matrices, the matrices satisfies associative property, and satisfies the distributive laws or distributive properties. There are two types of distributives, left and right. Means A times of B plus C is equals to AB plus AC, and this is the left distributive law, since we are distributing this A to B and C from left side, and one more, it is A plus B times of C. This is A into C plus B into C. Now we are distributing this C to A and B from right side, therefore it is called right distributive law. Number 3, multiplicative identity. You all know the identity with respect to multiplication. So they are like I1, I2, I3 and so on. For example, I2 is 1 0 0 1. If it is I3 that is like it is 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. Similarly, we can write I4 or I5 or I6 and so on up to IN also. Here the identity, that means the diagonal elements are equals to 1 and the non-diagonal elements are equals to 0. The fourth one is multiplicative inverse, and so we'll study this inverse of a matrix separately in coming classes. Cos theta sin theta sin square theta into cos square pi, cos pi into sin pi, cos pi into sin pi, sin square pi equals to 0. So here the problem is if theta minus pi is pi by 2, then show the product of these two matrices is equals to 0. 0 means, so it is a 2 by 2 matrix, and this is also 2 by 2 matrix. So therefore the matrix multiplication is exist, and so it is equal to 0 means we need to show the resultant matrix is of order 2 by 2. So therefore 0 is a matrix of order 2, means we need to show the product of these two matrices is equals to 0 0 0 0. See the solution here. Given condition is theta minus pi is equals to pi by 2. That implies the theta that can be written as pi by 2 plus phi. Yeah, so the problem that is involved with two trigonometric ratios, sin theta and cos theta, or cos pi and sin pi. Therefore here cos theta, here I am converting this theta in terms of pi, so that we can write this theta as cos of pi by 2 plus phi. Means, so pi by 2 plus phi means 90 plus phi. 90 plus phi, that lies in second quadrant. In second quadrant the cos is positive only, but the ratio is changes to cos theta is negative. Second quadrant it is negative, therefore the ratio that will be changes to sin. So this is minus sin pi, since in second quadrant cos is negative. And similarly sin theta which is equals to sin of pi by 2 plus pi. Then so which is, so 90 plus theta, 90 plus pi, that lies in second quadrant. In second quadrant sin is positive and the ratio that changes to cos, so it is cos pi. So cos theta that can be written as minus sin pi, and sin theta that can be written as cos pi. Now, so let us consider the left hand side of the given problem, that is cos square theta, cos theta, sin theta. So this is our left side of the given problem. Here so there is a chance to change cos theta, sin theta in terms of minus sin pi and cos pi, or you can convert cos pi, sin pi in terms of cos theta and sin theta also. Now here I am changing cos theta and sin theta in terms of minus sin pi and cos pi by replacing these two values. Here cos theta is minus sin pi, square is sin square. So cos theta, I mean sin minus sin pi whole square is nothing but sin square pi only, right? And so cos theta means minus sin pi into sin theta. Sin theta is cos pi, and cos theta is again minus sin pi into cos pi, and sin square theta is cos square pi into, so this is as it is, so it is a cos square pi, cos pi sin pi, cos pi sin pi, and this is sin square pi. Okay, next so multiply these two things. Here the matrix multiplication is conformable, since it is 2 by 2 matrix and it is also 2 by 2 matrix. So we get the resultant matrix of order 2 by 2. Now So multiply these two things, sin square pi into cos square pi, that is sin square pi cos square pi into these two things, minus sin pi into cos pi into cos pi into sin pi, that is minus sin square pi cos square pi only. You can observe that. Okay, and so to get this element, first column second row element is minus sin pi cos pi into cos square pi, that is minus sin pi into cos cube pi plus cos square pi into cos pi sin pi, that is cos cube pi into sin pi. And so to get the second column of the resultant matrix, by multiplying the corresponding elements of first row with second column, second row with second column, that is sin square pi into this, that is sin cube pi into cos pi, and so minus sin pi cos pi into this, that is minus sin cube pi into cos pi. And next, so this is a minus sin pi cos pi into cos pi sin pi, that is minus sin square pi into cos square pi plus cos square pi into sin square pi, that is cos square pi into sin square pi. So here you can observe, so sin square pi cos square pi minus sin square pi cos square pi gets cancelled, and this is also gets cancelled. Same means this is equals to 0, 0, 0, 0. So this is a zero matrix of order 2, or simply we can write it as 0. Hence it is proved. So there are some objective type questions are given below, and pause the video and do check your knowledge. And the answers are the order of the matrix. Here the 3 rows and only 1 column, so therefore it is 3 by 1. And second one, the order of the matrix, here the elements with 1, 2, 3, 4, so this is only 1 row, but the columns are 1, 2, 3, 4, so this is the matrix of order 1 by 4. And so the matrix 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 is called a zero matrix. This is zero matrix of order 3 by 3. And two matrices A and B are conformable for the multiplication if, yes, you know, the number of columns in A is equals to number of rows in B. And finally, in an identity matrix, all the diagonal elements are equals to 1, obviously. I hope you understand the concept of matrix multiplication and say how to evaluate the multiplication of matrices. Thank you.